British American Tobacco is back in the Western Cape High Court to challenge the ban on the sale of tobacco products. The organisation insists the ban is unjustifiable and unconstitutional. Experts have warned the ban will increase the sales of illicit cigarettes, which will harm the already struggling economy. But government maintains the ban is in place to curb the spread of COVID-19. Tobacco products have been banned since the beginning of the lockdown in March. Well, eNCA's Lindsay Dentlinger following developments in this case. Let's get the latest from her. Lindsay, a very good morning to you. A quick recap of what arguments were made in court yesterday.
Morning, Uveka. As you pointed out, British American Tobacco and the 9 others who have joined that application arguing that this ban is unconstitutional, that people have the right to decide whether or not they want to smoke, whether it's good or bad for their health. They have the right to decide. Those are rights enshrined in the Constitution, and that the minister doesn't have the right to decide for you. And so it's their contention that by banning tobacco and tobacco products, the minister is essentially infringing on people's rights. They've also torn into the medical evidence presented to this court, saying it just doesn't shore up the minister's case that in the hope that 1 million people would have given up smoking during the lockdown and therefore less likely to present themselves at hospital needing medical intervention should they contract COVID-19. And also arguing that there's just not enough evidence to prove that a smoker is more susceptible to contracting a more severe case of COVID-19. So those are some of the main arguments British American Tobacco have advanced in this court yesterday, also saying that they believe that the minister has overstepped the mark by essentially putting a red line through the Tobacco Control Products Act, and that she's actually acting above an act of parliament, and that she doesn't have the right to suspend an act which gives rights to tobacco, for tobacco products to be sold and for people to trade legally in the sale of tobacco products.
So where do we pick up this morning? Where are we expecting to pick up?
Well, we very briefly heard some opening arguments from the council representing the minister, the president and the National Command Council, Advocate Breitenbach, arguing that they will present medical evidence in court today to shore up their case, to prove that smoking will impact on the public health facilities based on the premise that they believe more people will present themselves to already strained public health facilities, take up beds unnecessarily, and that they will show that that they have evidence that people have given up smoking during the lockdown since the tobacco products have been banned.
All right, we'll let you get into court, Lindsay Dentlinger, to find out what will happen today in this very important case for millions in the country at the moment. Thanks so much. Well, let's look